Welcome back into the farm garden here in mid-Norfolk. The middle of May is normally the time we bring these lemon trees out. If the frosts have abated, and we've been checking the nighttime temperatures for a while now, and the larger two of the trees have been brought into the new barn in front of the barn windows, where we've brought the growth on in those quite a substantial amount. These two have been in the conservatory, and we're now bringing them out for the first time. Gives us an opportunity to give them a tidy up and to check them over. You can see this tree that I've just lifted out of the conservatory has got the remnants of last year's fruit on it. I'm going to take that off now because it's really not going to do anything further this year. You can see this lemon here is really looking quite sorry for itself, with a thick skin, and this one again really quite grubby now from being in the conservatory over the last year. This little thing really didn't ever grow into anything. You also need to start checking them over once they've been in the conservatory for some scale insect. Now we've got some examples of that on this which we've left on to show you. Here we have two little quite young juvenile scale insects just at my thumb tip, and what you need to do is remove these from the plant and squish them. Not a particularly nice thing to have to do, but that's the easiest way just to control. If you turn the leaf over, you can quite often find other little ones on the underside of leaves just hiding along the veins, and I usually try and just check once you've spotted one on a branch of leaf. You're very likely, here you are, further example there, just to try and get rid of all of those. You're never going to find them all. It's a constant job over the summer months, even when these are outside, to continue with the removal of the scale insects, just to debolt them really. Now you can see this lemon's looking a little soft in its leaf. I'm going to give this a really good water and feed now. The compost in these pots around the top is quite loose but very dry and crumbly, as you can see here. We do keep them a little on the dry side over winter because we don't want to encourage any rot into the pots around the roots. But now that they're starting into growth like this, one job we can do is just to scrape back some of this compost from around the top. You don't want to go too deep. As soon as you start hitting any root, you can see that root coming through there, don't go any further than that. But you can remove the top inch or so of compost and just refresh the top compost with some fresh compost, and you can then give them a really good soaking with a liquid feed, and we really aim to soak the complete pot. Don't want to stand them in any bowls at the moment. I just want to drench them with a liquid feed and then just let it drain away completely at this time of year, and then to keep them a little more moist than they would otherwise be. Once they've been brought outside, they should start growing away. You can see these ones are already forming some good bud, and hopefully, if we don't get any further cold weather, these should grow away with some fresh, vigorous young growth, flower nicely and set some decent fruit, which should grow on to mature over the next 12 months.